getting good online work, and we are always happy to see you succeed. So even today, the reason we have organized this meeting is to just help you see how you can use this new technology to boost your online career. So you'll learn about the transformative power of the internet computer. I know many of you are asking, what is the internet computer? But don't worry, just stay tuned and you'll learn about this. And I'm also excited to announce that 20 of our participants will be given $20 each. So stay tuned till the end so that you can learn exactly how you'll get that $20. So before we proceed, I just want to thank our partners at IC Hub Kenya for making this event possible. These are the true experts in matters ICP. So without further ado, let's get started. Join me in welcoming our speakers from ICP Hub Kenya, who will lead us through today's topic. Thank you and enjoy.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Walter. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yep, you can hear you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for joining in. My name is Devin. I'm going to be taking you through this journey today. I'm the DevRel for ICP Hub Kenya. And of course, we know that most of you, if not all of you, are here through Walter. We've been seeing on the Telegram group. Walter invited me. Walter, it's been Walter all the way, and we really appreciate that. I'm sure most of you don't know about blockchain, so this is something new. And I have been told that we have only 1 hour. Before we start, maybe I can just also say from what Walter has said that, we're giving $20 to 20 people. All you need to do is just follow our Telegram, which I think by you being here, you've already followed, and then also follow our X account. Our X account is at ICP Hub KE. I hope it can be seen. Yeah, our X account is at ICP Hub KE, and please follow our Twitter. Right now it's at 4,462. So maybe I'm hoping by the time we finish this particular space, we'll be at least at 4,500 plus. And so that's basically all you need to do for this particular space for you to get the giveaway. So we will select the winners randomly. We are based on also what we will do. If you go a mile and maybe tweet, you also required to tweet about this space on our Twitter. At least say that you joined this particular space. You can also tag Walter or FreelancerKenya on X, but also tag ICP Hub KE, so that so that you get your good $20 at least for the week. So let me kick in. So basically, what we do, ICP Hub Kenya, we are part of the global ICP hubs. ICP in general has I think 24 hubs, if not 25, 24 hubs worldwide. So we are ICP Hub Kenya, and we are basically representing the Kenyan side. Before we were representing East Africa, but the ecosystem is growing, and other East African countries are coming in. So that's why we are ICP Hub Kenya. Yeah. So what internet computer is? First of all, it's a type of blockchain. That's first thing you should at least know. It's a type of blockchain, but it's a unique blockchain. Unique in the sense that it is the fastest and the most efficient and only infinitely scalable layer 1 blockchain. It was launched and founded by Definity Foundation. Those are the prime investors of internet computer, and that's how we come in. We come in through the Definity Foundation, and it was launched in May of 2021. So it's the only blockchain that can host, basically can host both the if you're talking about the developer side, it can host both the front end and the back end. So basically, it's the only blockchain where everything is completely on the cloud, on the chain itself. So the whole purpose of Internet Computer is to decentralize the internet as it is. Right now, we are on the Web 2 part of the internet, and as we move to Web 3, we are seeing that it's only fair that at least everything becomes decentralized in a way that not one person gets to control the party. I think the most easiest way I can explain this is based on the current political what is happening in Kenya right now. We are seeing the whole last week we saw the whole Gen Z millennials people protesting, and they don't have one leader. So basically that's the whole point of blockchain also, where everything is completely decentralized, where not one person gets to control everything. So that's actually what the youth are doing currently is more of decentralization. They're actually advertising blockchain in a way, one way or another, if they don't know. So basically that's what ICP is. But another thing where ICP stands out is even though it was founded in May 2021, we have other blockchains that existed before. Like, for example, most people know of Bitcoin and Ethereum and the rest. But ICP has a unique feature whereby we have something called canister smart contracts. So these canister smart contracts are unique smart contracts. They're just not the same like any other smart contracts that currently exist and have existed in other blockchains. Yeah, so ICP, or Internet Computer, was founded by Dominic Williams, who is the chief scientist of Internet Computer. And here's a bit of background from whole Google and Microsoft, but basically, he's our prime founder. Just the same way that with other, when it comes to Bitcoin, everyone knows that it's Satoshi Nakamoto. I always believe that Satoshi Nakamoto is a group and not a person. But when you come to Ethereum, everyone knows that it's Vitalik, yeah. So it's the same thing as ICP. We have Dominic Williams. So there are some unique features of the Internet Computer that maybe you should know. For example, is everything is completely on chain, whereby, for example, if you have a decentralized exchange platform, some of the issues we've always had with DEXs are, like, for example, it can be hacked, and this is a platform where people have actually invested a lot of money. So ICP comes in whereby everything is completely decentralized, where you can host both the backend, the smart contract, and the front end completely on chain. Yeah, and then another unique feature about Internet Computer is the cost of storing 1 GB of data on chain for a year is just basically $5. So compared to other blockchains, we stand out because compared to, like, for example, the most common blockchains, here we have Solana and Ethereum. So for the price of Solana, as you can see here, is $110,000. That's per year. And for Ethereum, it comes to 79 million. This is actually very expensive because when you're considering other countries, maybe, like, for example, also in Africa, when you're considering African countries where not most people, like just rising developers, can be able to afford this, it comes to a point where you have to be a bit considerate. So for ICP, it's just paying $5, and most of the builders who have been building on Internet Computer so far at least have started experiencing this, and it has been easy. And actually, that's why more companies are also moving to Internet Computer, because of the price of of just storing 1 GB of data. It also compares to, for example, just even the normal Web2 sites, whereby like most people like using DigitalOcean, AWS, and all those cloud services. Usually at the end of the year, they always charge you a particular amount of money. So imagine now, like on internet computer, where you don't need a database, and you actually don't need you don't need a database, or you don't need most of these cloud services to host your particular website or application or on chain. So imagine a scenario where you just pay $5 and it actually cuts the whole cost. Yeah. Another unique feature about ICP is we have a novel consensus mechanism whereby we use proof of useful work, which is efficient, secure, and unstoppable. Compared to other blockchains, like Bitcoin uses proof of work, Ethereum uses proof of state. So as we use proof of useful work, which is actually what has maintained internet computer to date. And then we also have, since ICP launched in May of 2021, we've had no downtime, whereby we've had constant growth, and it's shown that there's been it's reliable. Like the whole chain has not gone offline. This is actually unique because for other blockchains there has been such scenarios, and when everyone is actually reliant on your particular service and then it goes offline, a lot of people lose money. Yeah. So this has been seen in ICP as at least it's safe and reliable. Another good feature, which is actually very important, is we are talking about the environment. So ICP on its own as a blockchain is a green blockchain. We call it a green blockchain because like we always say, one Google search environmental impact is equal to 2 transactions of ICP. So this comes into the node providers and how we actually run our particular nodes. We have the whole we have different places in the world whereby they host this particular nodes, and it's good for the environment because it doesn't consume a lot of energy and stuff. One of the reasons why governments and also most enterprises don't like to support blockchain is they always say that when it comes to environmental impact, how is it? Like, for example, Bitcoin is so expensive, as most of you know. Just having a Bitcoin, like running a Bitcoin node, is not that easy. You need space. You need a lot of electricity. You can't just do it in your own house just like that. I'm saying that because personally I have tried that before, and it's just crazy. It makes your machine run so much. You need a lot of graphics card. You need a lot of investment to run that. But for ICP, you can always come in and just be a node provider if you want, and yeah, it will go a long way for you because at least we are good for the environment. And then another unique thing, which I also said, we have canister smart contracts, which are responsible for now storing our software and data. Yeah. Another unique feature is this is actually now very true. You can actually test it, and also those of you who are gonna get the free $20, you're also gonna experience it. So ICP is very cheap on its own. ICP has Internet Computer has a native token that is called ICP. You can see it on different exchanges, such as the common one in Kenya, let's just say Binance, and the likes. You can always see ICP. There you can see the price. The price is volatile, so I won't actually tell you to invest before doing your own research, but it's volatile. The price always fluctuates based on the market. But the unique thing about ICP is this: if I'm sending you one ICP token, the transaction fee that you'll get to pay is just as low as 0.0001. That's actually something you can even try it on your own. Compared to other blockchains, such as Bitcoin, it's so expensive that, for example, right now, if I'm sending you $6 with Bitcoin, it will charge me $12, almost double as the let's just say transaction fee, and that's so high. And if you're talking about scalability, where we are picturing a world whereby everyone is going to move to the blockchain side, we can't give people too much cost. So cost is really very, very important. So ICP stands out for this. And also the speed is just 1 to 2 seconds. Like 1 to 2 seconds, you've already gotten your particular ICP on your wallet. It's just the same as M-Pesa, but it's faster than M-Pesa. M-Pesa, I think, is like 3 seconds to send someone money. So ICP also stands out here. And then we also have something called a unique reverse gas fee model. This applies mainly for the developers, whereby the end users never pay to use the particular application or web services. It's the developer who actually gets to pay, or the organization that is responsible of that particular web service or website or application or DApp is responsible to pay for it. This is unique because at the moment, the price in the web has gone up. If you're using a particular application or website that you're really reliant on, the first thing they'll always tell you is, subscribe to the normal basic service and then subscribe to the premium service and stuff. So moving in a world whereby everything online is either subscribe or at least pay for premium service. So for Internet Computer, this is unique because we are the ones who get to pay for those particular service. So we won't run a whole pop-up ad on your screen that, hey, please pay to subscribe, please pay to do this and the rest. At least you're making things easier. And for a normal user, it's a bit good for them. Yeah. And then we also have, of course, the space, we talked about it. And then ICP also is unique because you can be able to integrate with Web2 services. Now we can be able to integrate with the websites that are currently existing. Right now we've seen a whole scenario whereby most companies are moving to blockchain, and also most companies are moving, they want AI. Like you just talk about AI somewhere, then everyone is moving to AI. But you can't always single out AI and blockchain, because AI is dependent on blockchain same way. I don't know if blockchain is dependent on AI, but AI boosts blockchain in a way that I'll just share as we continue. But basically, ICP enables Web3 to Web2 interoperability, which eliminates the need for oracles. Oracles are basically the bridges whereby, for example, if you're connecting a Web3 DApp, a blockchain application to maybe just a normal application that exists in Web2, you'll need an Oracle service, and that means you'll have to still pay for the whole service, subscription fees and stuff. So ICP is as powerful as the whole tech is so powerful that you can just integrate this automatically. Yeah, and then another unique feature, we have something called the internet identity. Now I'm going to show you guys what the internet identity is practically. But yeah, basically, I know most of you guys have heard about WorldCoin. Yeah, I saw an article that WorldCoin will be coming back to Kenya. I don't know if it's true. I'm just a messenger. I saw the article like last week when there was the whole destruction of the finance bill. At least people are getting distracted by that article. Personally, I have WorldCoin. So what WorldCoin does is basically they always try to prove the proof of humanity. Yeah. So in a way that you have to get verified by their particular orb, and then to prove that you're human. So the WorldCoin has gone to the future in a point whereby in the future when there's too much AI all around, when there's too much robots all around, you won't know who is unique, who is really human. So they're trying to prove this. Of course, they've had a bit of backlash with government, but this comes back now to internet identity on ICP. So internet identity is not like WorldCoin, where you have to get verified by an orb and use your eyes and stuff. Internet identity is basically now how you get to interact with all applications on internet computer. So when you're interacting with any application, even if it's a website or a mobile app on internet computer, most of it will ask you for an internet identity. And internet identity is basically the zero knowledge proof system whereby instead of using the logins and the sign up, you have to get a verification on your email and then approve and then go to now that particular site. We've made it easy in a way that using internet identity, you can just be able to use that particular DApp. It's secure because when you're cutting the whole login sign up system and you use internet identity, it's secure because no one can actually get to hack you. I'm gonna show you guys practically how that comes in, but yeah, we have a unique feature called internet identity. You can use your facial or you can use a PIN to log in into any particular application. Of course, you'll have to create your own internet identity on its own. Yeah, it's just an image of how to get started with internet identity. I'm gonna show you guys as we continue. Yeah, but as you can read here, you can sign up and log into any ICP DApp with it. It is performed with supreme security, ease and convenience, and in a completely decentralized way. Yeah, we also have a DAO future. Yeah, this also comes in now to the to the youth right now. The youth right now are like a DAO. Those who are protesting are like a DAO because they've not embraced one leader. So ICP on its own also has a DAO feature whereby a DAO is basically a decentralized autonomous organization, whereby it's more like a headquarters where not one person gets to call the shots in terms of governance. Now this comes back to the governance of a particular, it can be an organization, can be an application, it can be even your small thingy that you always use, it can be even a chama. You can even use a DAO in your particular chama. I've seen most people nowadays are trying to move into that way because they always say that there are always issues with chamas because let's get it, one person doesn't like the other person and you guys are putting money in one place, then there's a whole conflicting feature. So a DAO usually always gets to solve this because even if you guys have different backlashes, it doesn't affect the whole point of bringing money together and actually getting to grow. So ICP has our DAO is called NNS. I'm actually gonna show you guys how it looks like, and it's hosted in a service that can be controlled by something called also an SNS. Let's see that how it comes in. Yeah. So ICP, of course, like I said, is a utility token. When you're coming into NNS, you can use it to participate in governance of ICP blockchain on its own. So basically, NNS is just network nervous system DAO. You can vote on proposals. I'll show you guys how. I'm trying to keep time, and then also you can be able to pay, and also you can be able to transform. Now, if you're a developer, you can be able to transform your ICP tokens to cycles and be able to deploy a particular DApp on the blockchain. Yeah. This is a photo of how the NNS looks like, but I think I'm gonna show you guys practically how it looks like, so that I also show you how internet identity comes in. Yeah, another unique feature about ICP that maybe you can remember is we have something called chain key cryptography, and that's actually what is also making ICP stand out at the moment, whereby chain key cryptography uses something called ECDSA, signatures and the rest. So through this, we have been able to integrate different blockchains. Yeah, we want as much as ICP is a tech on its own, is a layer one on its own. We see a future whereby there are a lot of blockchains, and mostly not all of them are gonna make it 30 years down the line, 40 years down the line, 100 years down the line, maybe it's going to reach a world whereby if everyone is moving to the blockchain side, then at least there has to be a bit of there should not be a backlash in between blockchains. So ICP makes things easy in a way that even if you're not a fan of, like, for example, if you're not a fan of ICP, maybe you're a fan of Bitcoin, then you've been able to integrate Bitcoin. If you're a fan of Ethereum, you've been able to integrate Ethereum in a way that now we make it cheaper and we make it faster and we make it better. Like, for example, Bitcoin does not have a smart contract, but ICP has made it in a way that Bitcoin now has smart contracts, and this enables scaling. Like I was saying, if I'm sending you $6 of Bitcoin right now, I'll pay $12 of transaction fees. But using chain key cryptography, we've made Bitcoin in a way that now you can send ICP. And also, one thing I forgot, if you're using Bitcoin network, the network lags sometimes. It has to take over 80 confirmations for you to actually get your particular amount. So at least that, and the 80 confirmation can even take 1 hour plus. So to make this easier, ICP has made it easier through chain key cryptography. Now we've been able to scale Bitcoin in a way that Bitcoin is faster and it's cheaper. So we've been able to integrate different blockchains. We've been able to integrate Bitcoin, Ethereum. The recent most integration was stablecoin USDC. We have CKUSDC, and then we also have there's a meme coin that's called CK Pepe that's also coming in. But basically, ICP is in this journey whereby it wants to integrate a lot of blockchains. Most blockchains that I know at least are gonna be coming in that maybe you can watch out for that ICP is going to integrate is Solana. We have Algorand, we have Elorand, we have Stellar, we have Cardano. Those are some of the blockchains that are gonna be integrated with time. It's actually on the works, and that's why we are calling it chain fusion. Right now on ICP community, we're on this vibe of chain fusion. We want developers to build on different blockchains. Like for example, this week, as ICP Hub Kenya, we're gonna be starting classes for CKBTC, like Bitcoin, showing developers how they can build on Bitcoin, and it gets to actually impact the Bitcoin network one or another. We all know about let me not assume we all know, but there's something called Bitcoin halving that happened in April. So usually after a Bitcoin halving, usually the whole how Satoshi Nakamoto came up with Bitcoin was there's only gonna be 21 million Bitcoins that will exist worldwide. That's the whole tokenomics feature behind it. But as much as that comes in, after every 4 years, there's always a halving. So there's a halving that happened in April, and usually after a halving, there's always a bull run, whereby the market just pumps all of a sudden. I remember the last time there was a bull run, ICP's price was, right now, I think the price of ICP, I don't know if it's $7 or $8, but there was a time it was more than like $1,000, which is very, very crazy. And that's how most people get to actually earn in the cryptocurrency sector, whereby you just wake up, you had $1, within a few minutes you have $1,000 in your account. That's how crazy blockchain is. And so we have a Bitcoin halving that we're experiencing at the moment. But so we are expecting that within the next 4 years, there's gonna be a time where there's gonna be a bull run. So that's why we are more bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these other chains that are gonna be integrated. So using chain key cryptography, like for example here, CKBTC is backed by 1-to-1. So one CKBTC is just the same as one Bitcoin. The only difference is the CKBTC has been made better, whereby the transaction fees will be cheaper, as low as 0.001. And the speed is also so fast. Imagine sending Bitcoin in a very, very faster way. This is a game changer. You don't need to use a layer 2 Bitcoin, because layer 2 Bitcoins also exist at the moment, but you don't need this if you have ICP tech on your hands, and this is actually better. Yeah, of course, there's the Ethereum integration at the moment, and then there's also the Ethereum integration that allows canisters on ICP, of course, to invoke smart contracts. The whole integration with Ethereum is huge, and it's still in development, because Ethereum on its own, Ethereum first of all is the first blockchain whereby has had smart contracts. Yeah, so most developers have been building on Ethereum. Personally, I've also built on Ethereum before. The most common language, of course, is Solidity and the like. So Ethereum is huge. So there are a lot of APIs that are coming in and integration that are coming in, but we've been able to also integrate Ethereum. We have CK-ETH. At the moment it exists, and we also have that's Chainky Ethereum, also have CK-ERC20 that also exists. Another unique feature about ICP, this one came in I think it was like 3 months ago. So ICP is the first blockchain whereby you can run AI on a smart contract. You know how this is unique and powerful. No blockchain has done this. We're in a world whereby most people are moving to AI. As much as there's the ChatGPT, there's the other part. There's also the robotics type, the machine learning part of it, whereby now, as much as you're programming AI as a software, you also have to program it. Like, for example, let's say to be a robot. So we've reached a world whereby people are feeling like, most people are always feeling like, if AI comes in too much, which is coming in because people invest a lot in it. If we're living in a world whereby there's a lot of robots that exist, that these particular robots will be too smart and actually get to, do the worst case scenario, like turn into humanity. And then we live in a world whereby, like the way the movies and the series always project, we live in a world whereby, it's AI that's ruling. There'll be no such thing as you wake up and you say that this particular leader must go. You wake up and you just like, this particular AI has to go. They have weapons and stuff. So to counter this, at least to give that feature of security in AI, ICP has been able to integrate AI on a smart contract. So imagine how you actually coded your particular AI, now running it on a blockchain, like on ICP blockchain. When you're running it on a blockchain, first thing that blockchain always offers is decentralization. Another thing is proof of tamperance. That means you can't tamper with that particular chain. A smart contract is as powerful as how you actually coded it as a developer. That's how it will work. That's how it will function. So if you code this particular smart contract to do these particular features, that's what it will actually do. It won't know anything more unless, of course, it gets to develop more and more on its own. So instead of actually just running AI just normally using the normal services, and of course you have to also be dependent on also such services, cloud services, hosting it. What if you just move to the future whereby you can be able now to run your AI now on a blockchain smart contract? On a blockchain smart contract, it's good because now at least you're sure that how you coded it, it's how it will function. If you coded this particular robot with these particular functions, work in a restaurant, do this, that's how actually it will work because it's completely on the chain. So unless it will be very hard for you to wake up and realized a feature whereby it didn't do the functions as you particularly coded. So I think this is actually a good establishment, and it let's just say it gives a relief to more people who feel like AI is gonna take over, and I still don't believe that is gonna happen, because we still have a long way. Have a lot of education that you have to do even on the AI sector. But AI and blockchain come in one way, and this is how it also comes in with ICP. So this hasn't happened in any other blockchain, and that's why we say it's unique. Yeah. So I'm finishing up. Yeah. As you said, ICP, as much as we are just a tech company, we also onboard developers. So we've had like more than 1,000 developers that are building on internet computer. These are some of the particular applications that have been built on ICP that maybe you can check out. Like for example, we have our own Telegram. We have Open Chat. We're gonna send you guys our Open Chat, ICP Hub Kenya Open Chat, a group account for you guys to join in. But I think it's the most common one. We also have the CVR over here. YouTube, we have the social. So basically, these are same applications like the ones that exist, but the only difference is now they're decentralized. They have unique features. They have wallets, integrations, and they run completely on the blockchain. So even just sending someone a message is more like sending a transaction to someone. You can chat with someone, like OpenChat. I've used it. I still use it a lot. You can chat with someone and still send them, like for example, if you want to give them one ICP, send them. Imagine that scenario whereby just talking to someone and send them. I think it also exists in the whole TikToks and stuff. Yeah, but these are basically some of the achievements or dApps that maybe would love you guys to always come in and stay on board with it. Of course, through us being an active hub, we had ICP that ICP has been having the highest developer activity on GitHub. That's worldwide, compared to other blockchains. So ICP is actually rising very much in the ranks. We just celebrated our third anniversary recently, and that's actually what stands out. Yeah. Of course, some of the languages that we use if you're coming in as a developer is you can be able to use Motoko, Rust, Azure, or Python. Yeah, you can use some of those. Yeah. Thank you. But before I say thank you, at least I have kept time with that. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys about NNS. Basically, here is NNS. Now this is our central governance feature. Don't know if I'll get time, but let me just go through this. NNS is basically ICP. First of all, runs. When you're talking about how it runs, there's a whole node machines, and then ICP protocol, and then now comes in the smart contracts. Yeah. So to do this particular upgrades, decisions have to be made. So ICP has made it in a way that some topology decisions like this are now coming into the nodes. How the nodes get to communicate with each other. Like for example, you're seeing. This is just an image of different nodes. When they come in, they form something that's called a subnet on ICP. But most of this is usually tech friendly such of decisions. So as much as ICP has been developed as a tech, you can't one person cannot be able to control this particular tech. So that's why we came up with ICP. We came up with NNS. So NNS is basically a DAO system. It's a governance system where you can check out you can run smart contracts on it, and it governs the full ICP protocol upgrades. Of course, topology changes and updates the NNS and the tokenomics. Yeah. So NNS is also, as you can see here, still the same thing. Let me go. Yeah. So when you stake on NNS, you'll have something called neurons. So basically, staking is just locking your particular ICP tokens there. I'm gonna show you guys just right now. You can be able to submit a proposal, show you guys in a few also, and then anyone can vote as long as you have staked on ICP. So that means if you want to participate on the internet computer blockchain network, even if you have like one ICP, you can be able to still participate on the ICP network and keep up with the changes. So how it works is when it comes into the voting structure. So the voting, there's always a voting period, and of course 50% of people who vote yes, that's when 50% plus vote yes, then it's always approved. If maybe you guys voted on a particular topic and 50% vote yes or no, then that's how it goes. So the majority is usually 50% plus, yeah. So the decisions are automatically executed on chain by the NNS DAO feature. So there's no need for a human action, and this is actually the future. This is actually where we are going in, that most organizations are also gonna be putting this, even maybe our own country, maybe if we reach a point whereby as much as people vote in ballot boxes, what if the database that was being inputted by the particular agents or something becomes database that is particularly on chain? Because of course we can't say that we want our next election to just be completely on the blockchain, and we haven't done enough education to even the common mwananchi. But if they can still vote the same way they are voting right now, with the ballot papers and stuff, you go get your finger tampered with, have that ink one week in your finger. If they can still do that, but the people who are actually carrying in this particular database, instead of hosting that particular database on, we don't want to hear scenarios whereby the servers were tampered with. What if it all came in the blockchain and it's a particular DAO feature that actually get to control this? It will actually go a long way for us and also most organizations, yeah. So anyone can build a front end and integrate on NNS. Yeah, let me show you guys what NNS is. Right here. Yeah, so right here I have my NNS. I think if Steve is on the call, please just post for me this anyone from ICP, post for me this NNS link that people can also check out on their end. But basically this is what NNS is. So if I'm signing in, I'll just click sign in, and then it will ask me for my internet identity, yeah. So this is what I was telling you guys by whole phrase of Vulcan and stuff. So this is now our internet identity. So like, for example, this is my internet identity. This is my number. Now it doesn't mean that now since you've crammed my number here that you can hack me, but this is just my unique identity that I have verified with my phone. I can use my laptop, whichever device I am using. I'm hoping in future there's gonna be a feature where it's gonna also be able to maybe integrate with also the USSD codes, and people who are actually not using smartphones. It will go a long way for let's say Africans, yeah. So when I click NNS over here, and then it asks me, as like I said, if you're logging into most application on ICP, they'll ask you for an internet identity. So that's how you verify. So instead of me clicking login and sign up, you see I can just use this. So I'll just scan it with my phone, and then I'm hoping that, yeah, turn on my Bluetooth. So I'm verifying it with my face, and yeah, it has approved me. For other people, you can use your. For other people, you can use your. There's a code. You can always use your code or stuff. So basically, this is now NNS. Now I'm logged in. Yeah, now I'm logged in right now, and yeah, I'm logged in right now and I'm good to go. As you can see, I just have 0.12 ICP right now at the moment. So you can be able, NNS is more like also a wallet. You can be able to send ICP to any wallet address that maybe supports ICP. You can be able to receive if you want someone to send you over there. And the reason why we're showing you guys this NNS is because we want you guys to stake. There's something called 8 years gang staking. So like me over here, you can see I've staked so far like 17 ICP. At least per month, I try to add my ICPs. I'm hoping that maybe I'm gonna reach 100 ICP. I give myself that particular task. So as you can see here, I have staked this for 7 years. Okay, for 8 years, but okay, now it says it's 7 years to 65 days. That's 8 years. So you can stake as low as just one ICP token, and by you staking, you're hoping that 8 years down the line, you're not gonna have the same amount of staking that you had over here. So that's the unique thing about ICP, that you can be able to stake for a longer time of period. For some people, this is a disadvantage. For others, this is an advantage, one way or another. But staking is good because it helps you now participate on the internet computer network. So for example, now that I have staked this 17 ICP, they're not too many, but now you can see I have something called a neuron ID. So these ICPs are converted to what is called a neuron. So a neuron is now responsible of, now I can be able to vote here under voting. I can be able to vote on anything that happens on the internet computer blockchain on its own. And also this is how you get to participate on now what happens on ICP as it's a governance feature. So it's not more about the people who actually who control ICP, who actually started earlier, who actually staked more, are the ones who get to call the shots. But even you, just with your one ICP and just your few neurons, staking for the 8 years, can be able now to vote on anything. So right now there's no proposals over here. It says you're all caught up. But if there's any proposal that maybe is happening on ICP network, like for example here, any proposal that is happening here, usually there are more of technical things that maybe happens, but yeah, you can be able to vote on what is happening on ICP. And then we also have the SNS feature. Now this is where now developers come in. We always hope that when developers build their particular applications on ICP, instead of one developer calling the shots. Now imagine a scenario whereby you guys came up as a bunch of developers and you build this platform that is impacting more than 100,000 people worldwide. But then it reaches a point whereby money comes in and you guys want to update a feature on your particular application, and this particular feature can affect a lot of people. Like for example, it comes like for the I'm just referencing it because I know I'll capture your attention. Like now, like the finance bill, how it was proposed. If it could have been proposed as an SNS and then people get to vote on it, it would have been easier than probably what you're seeing right now. But basically, now imagine a scenario whereby you build on ICP. We always have hackathons. Right now, we've started our incubation period, whereby we are hoping that we'll have our first dApps that are going to exist, and those dApps are going to be listed here on NNS. So instead of those developers who came up with that particular dApp calling the shots, they can actually just add it here as an SNS, and then once it gets launched here on NNS, of course, the whole community has to vote if you want your particular dApp. Of course, they'll ask, okay, what is your dApp doing to the ecosystem? Is it helping and stuff? And then there'll be a whole feature whereby people will be voting and stuff. So ICP has made this easy, whereby at least most of the applications that are coming in, you just can't launch an application and just go around marketing it and and be the one who's calling the shots on everything. Just that one small feature really matters, especially if it's something that's dealing with people's finance and stuff. Yeah, and then also here on NNS, you can now as a developer you can be able to link your particular canister here and be able to can also be able now to manage it on your own, get to pay for those particular services like 5GP on storage chain or data. So basically that's what NNS is, and we are actually emphasizing for you guys, as much as you're doing the $20 giveaway of following our Twitter and our Telegram, and also posting on Twitter that you're in this particular space. Please create an NNS account. I hope someone has posted it on Telegram. If not, I'll just post it. Please create an NNS account and check it out. Yeah, maybe even you can be able to receive your ICP tokens through your NNS wallet. As you can see here, we have different tokens: CKBTC, CK8, CKUSDC. I've talked about those, and more of them are gonna be coming in. Yeah. So my my long presentation ends there. I have been told that there's a series of questions, but the questions are so many. I think I just have to start I'll have to start answering them one by one on the Telegram group, at least to be active. Yeah. Okay. I've been told not to answer them right now, so we'll just. Yeah, we'll reply on the chat right now. But yeah, that basically marks our end. As you can see, I've tried as much as possible to keep time on this. Usually the presentation takes long. But yeah. So please tag our hub here on ICP Hub Kenya. For the $20, please tag us over here. I'm sure most of you are already on the Telegram, but please tag ICP Hub Kenya, and also please tweet and tag, and also you can also tag Walter and FreelancerKenya. Maybe Walter, you can tell us. Yeah, you can also Walter, you can share with them also, or the handles for tagging FreelancerKenya or you.
Okay, so thank you so much, Kevin. That's an amazing presentation. You must be a geek, high IQ person. So we really learned a lot. So to win, you can tag ICP Hub Kenya. They have shared the Twitter handle there, and also tag FreelancerKenya. FreelancerKenya is straightforward at FreelancerKenya. So make sure you tweet that you've attended this webinar. Make sure you tag both of us, and the winners will be announced tomorrow by the ICP Hub Kenya group. And like Tevin has said, make sure you try and create that, you call it NNS.
Yeah, NNS app. Yeah. Here's the link, you can even scan. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yes. So thank you guys. We have 5 minutes. Now these 5 minutes, I think I've just been told to tell you guys to follow our Twitter and invite people, as much as, the whole point of now FreelancerKenya coming in here is you can be able to freelance in the blockchain space. You don't really need to be pegged on the developer side now, like us, the geeks. You don't really need to be pegged there, but there's a lot of opportunities in blockchain right now. You can even be a community manager. You can even just be just a trader. You can just be someone who is bullish. On ICP ecosystem, we usually have also airdrops. Like for example, we had a recent airdrops for something that is called Runes. Runes is basically the first fungible token on Bitcoin. And we had a partnership with an organization called Omnity Network. People are actually joining in. If you're following the Telegram group, people are joining that group and snatching their particular runes. So as much as we are an educational company hub, we at least, we move with the season. So for example, when you for those of you who snatched those runes, they are waiting for the market to to at least start to come up, and you never know, the price always goes up. But as you said, it's always good to do your own research. Yeah, but yeah, as much as that, you can also come in as if you're coming into ICP, you can come in as a technical ambassador or a non-technical ambassador. So basically, technical ambassadors now, they're the developers. If you want to teach people how to build on ICP, if maybe we have a hackathon and you want to be of help, we bring you in, of course, not for free. And also you can just be a non-technical ambassador. Basically, you just be someone who is telling people to join our groups. If we have events, you come in there physically looking all good and nice, giving people just whatever is being given, shirts, flyers and stuffs, and just bringing people into the ICP ecosystem. Yeah, I think this will really go a long way. So I hope this doesn't complicate your blockchain journey. Blockchain is so easy, and as you've seen, it's not complicated. As ICP Hub Kenya, we're trying to make things as easy as possible for even the most simple person who doesn't know about blockchain to get to know that. When you check up our website, you can see more about us. Yeah, and the likes. Yeah, here's our beacons. Yeah, here's our beacons. You can check out. You can visit our website, our open chat. There's a series of how to create an internet identity, and also how to create an NNS wallet. And also we have a free developer course. Now this one comes in for developers. We have the decade. We have decade whereby we have a decade course. Now this one has been, most developers have been doing it, but yeah, we have a decade course. Now this one is free for anyone to sign up. If you want to now learn about ICP, maybe let's just say you didn't know anything, but you want to start coding. We have free courses on ICP, on decade. And the good thing about decade is you'll get certified after you do the course, and you'll also, it's a learn to earn platform. You learn, you get the certificate. The certificate, you can get it as an NFT, and also you can get free ICP tokens. Yeah, so that said, I have kept time as much as possible. Maybe I'll push it on to you, Walter. Do you have a vote last minute? Stop presenting. Do you have a last minute something to say, maybe the community? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I just want to appreciate everyone. Over almost 300 of you joined and stayed till the end of this. And I also want to thank Kevin and the ICP Hub Kenya team. You guys have been amazing, taking us through this, helping us to learn new technologies. I always recommend, I know to some people this might seem a bit difficult, but I always recommend trying to use new technologies as early as possible to be able to win. Like I told you in one of the emails, I started using AI way before people started using it, and right now it has helped me to earn so much. I joined like Bitcoin back in the days. It has helped me so much. So just try out this ICP space and see how it will work out for you. Take time to learn more. Follow the website, the ICP Hub website. I just shared the link, and you'll always see it on Telegram. And yeah, take as much advantage as possible. I'll see you in the next email and on social media. So once again, thank you so much to the ICP Hub team. Those who want to win the $20, please make sure you tweet. I've even given you an example of a tweet on the chat. Tweet and tag at FreelancerKenya and at ICP Hubs _KE, and you'll stand a chance to win $20. Thank you so much, everyone.
Awesome. Bye, guys.
Bye. Cheers.